Women and children suffer the most. Handling poisonous chemicals without no gloves.
This is the show that makes all the difference, and it is a Fapem So across the length and breadth of Ghana, Fana and Yinara, streaming live on our Facebook platform. And I am your host with the most. Ana Nabejina Handedie na minu bedi enkomo ewe anibere so na ye bani se ya na ya kai wo se so nyame ma ya hoden no ma ye nkwa. Every single problems around us, we must look through the mirror and try as much as possible say the catcher who say it won't bring me down. Simple. Look into the mirror. Na catcher who say the problem that I'm facing now won't bring me down and it won't last forever. It is part of life. When you wake up every morning, everything that happens to you is a part of life. It is bound to happen. When the time comes, it will appear by itself. It will be preventable. But then, the way to that, aye one kasa wuni panu hawa, obesisha wo niema na watimi ama niema na ayeyi. Meka na meka Ghana ka ho. If for my Ghana, ya kwa independent, we had problems amongst the people. You see where our problem started? When the people who decided to go for independent for this country, they had disagreement. Eti bomu chicheye, ana womu finding womu way. The whites saw that there were division in the African leaders who wanted to take over from them. They went for election to decide who takes over. Mamu koto muswaba. Now we decided you obeti mi abani and then abetinasiye. Still there was a disagreement on 2 occasions. Finally, Osajifu Dr. Kwame Nkrumah became the winner. Be a leader or Chirokoma Brofona catcher woman said, you perceive a G independent. Others said no, others said yes. Independence now, independence later. Come here, so my Ghana, we are living on the principles of disagreement. As of today, I am building my point to somewhere. We are living on the principles of disagreement from day one. I catch ya who say you perceive a day so near your my Ghana. And we have been divided up to today. We still disagree on so many things up to today. Our country is not moving faster and forward where we want it to be after independence 66 years ago, because the mind of the people of the country have decided not to make it happen. Yeah, you tell my no. And ya catching ya who say, yeah, money ye. Eti adie biara obi be proposing, whether it is the best for the country whatsoever, there are section of the people who will say no, because it doesn't go in favor of the other. And one kasagana ni busa since independent basic net agreement to buy the gun and penny for what dear in including the famous bombing at Kulungugu to eliminate Kwame Nkrumah from the system, including the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah where is not in this country, including the Kutura Champons, the Limas, the Nina. It is because the mind of the Ghanaian says, my interest first, and that is my selfish interest first. If not, and you'll be adhere. Now, Kadia nefe say, oh my Ghana beko benkrum. Na debia ye bedwene ho ye beka se yato ade obi so aba. Na the majority yato aso aba de a eyadepa. Etie nyina yensom ani nipa. Na yenye mane nyefe. Na yenko yenim. We have decided not to do that. Because as far as I may support to sign it means I will not be in the forefront to enjoy what I want to enjoy. We don't think of the populace. We don't think of the majority. We don't think of the people. We think about the few of the people who get that infrastructure. This country is backsliding because there are people living in this country who have decided not to agree for the country to go to where it wants to go. Kenya, sir, why will politicians in the same political party be fighting against themselves when they want to choose a leader to lead them? Why would the same people be insulting their people when they want people to lead them? This is where we are as a country. And if we don't change the way we think and the way we do our things, and we continue to follow the 60s, the 50s, when they had the JB Dankwas, the Kwame Nkrumahs, the one had problems in terms of bringing us out of Nkwasumu, dear, I must say, it is a shame as a country called Ghana. Where is the patriotism that we always talk about? Out of 100 of Ghanaians in this country, I would say less than 10% believe in patriotism. Woman pona woman so me patriotic, you know. Kamia you say woman BBD. Those who have what they have and they don't depend on any economy whatsoever. Things that I am a Ghanaian, I believe in Ghana, and that is it. Whatever happens, and famine. But those of us who believe in transportation, some from those of us who believe in inflation, some market a drum near mamra from Nayan to me mangle yourself. Those of us who believe that school fees boy a thing. Those of us who believe yes, I'm conforming. Patriotism as a country is less because when I wake up and I cannot eat, cannot drink potable water, I cannot live comfortably, I am disappointed as a countryman, Ghana. If you go to the embassies to say, and you look at the number of Ghanaians wanting to leave the country, not because Womo Bibi Daho Mukoye, they are now going to struggle to find their feet. Why? Because a certain currency is bigger than my own, and with 3, 4, 5, 6 months time, irrespective of the kind of job that I'm doing, whether respectful or unrespectful, I can be able to support my family and build a home. What a Ghanaian! Our Tikoma, everyone what one I see the youth, the elderly, the middle class. I am near my numpe. Getting a better job to do a well-paid job. I repeat, well-paid job. 2, to be able to say, obey to me, at your and bells, at your di. Na owia watime save kakra for ochine bi ne ba yare calamity biasi. Not because all save so consider you or save say asebia to the perfume money yesika apart from the salary to me yes and money na obetumi save kakra. So baby odi the tirito na nya ni fie po na fie wura ntata no e man problem to set tetefo no na ma me no tra compound house over the years. binom da so te Kumasi Ashtown atiam wo amako university ni na wie ya obi antu am atua sreko ani sre mienu saa yentu dan katua mu da no so wo ba bi saa da na yentete no say ye ni fie say ye obi fie no what on. So the utility bills light bill, water bill, school fees, some bills, not the aduane aka. Then what you mean save bibi kakra. Then when your baby or didn't be treated to a yen tata and money problem, what to me call to me back when your TNT be obey to me the aquaba and yes, necessary so car. Only campo no benya means of transportation the aquaba say company or bus and then cover every day your jinisika or tena comfortability etimi kwa adwuma side the back comfortability say train system kwa na beya or ticket away twan 1 month bus yet punctual then kodene back. This is what the Ghanaian need. Ghana ni oti Ghana the open you. I don't think we got trouble chilling sleepless night. Or yeah, Juma miansa a day. Or kwanopa. Kwaya 5 hours baby. But we are ya no kwaya 5 hours. No a bed break. And you may wasako be nonsia. E be a first from 6 a.m. to area 12. Waya Juma mienu. Or ba rest. And you may 6 p.m. Or be sakwa Juma. Ako bo 12 anajo. No wasa be da adopo tutu wasa sorry. Eti nipa baako. Obi manso no wo bre. Masa will be man sooner or bre ya jumano. Obi mass economy because more now who ya jumano. Now pay tax, which you rent, which you be, which you be. And mano, no mino air coso, nani crew mino air bre. There are many Ghanaians and they don't love to travel. And you pay any pound, come quabruching. Oba quabruching excursion to say I don't call excursion. You see a tourist attraction. No, I could be a Banesuma Quabruchira Bada, Mako London, Mako UK. But I guess what was a sedgman because Swatra Ghana no the pressure. No about that. I'm a non-sia bono. What Jarry, I'm just here in the mark and Robuco school. No, not by transport system. I did not be dredgement. Why, yeah, Juma 58 a.m. Akopo and 5 p.m. Oh, yeah, obey another transport system. I didn't go through fear and a part and you may 8 and you may 9. What would Nimini say? Our prompt service of everything, our prompt service of the salary, or managing them according to that. That person believes to say, open to me at Ghana. But a name person mukunya and hypocrisy. Enemy to me wasi, enemy na me be ye, and a meya manaya udienti. The people of this country are suffering and they want to leave. And now we are saying, nurse for to crowd, nurse for to crowd. Say, now no problem. They say, Minister of Health, and Ghana for what is your problem? See, nurse for quabruchra kwa yejuma. What problem? They say, the unemployment rate in this country, and to me accommodating nurse for. There are backlog of nurses who are finished every year. 10,000 of people finish nursing training school, different places. And confer retirement every year. One to be meeting the demand of woman school. Now, be some me must boy what you call pie. Maybe a president and can almost come on, come massage tax free. On mine ho. Are you true? You are afraid, sir. The more they travel out, you will lose the professionals here. No. If you want the professionals to be here, what do? Better services and living condition. And yes, simple. So nurse need, teacher need to Ghana. Now a buying and a sifia mano. And what trim ni aye mortgage say what trim wafi ball or call retirement there that's so the titina abaya man car e man to say kupa with the ministry for catch and say every month be abaya chow for 200 Ghana free the aka one other to what there maintenance one abeye so one peka ye the boss beba be foul enti afei working environment abaya making sure say every environment to be on here juma so any so teacher any neat condition ye kama school there ye kama who will travel me say one beka say and confirm contract with only my juma no ebi mu kai confirm some call nurse no wa no ebi me caretaker so One go run me one in Kokora Titi Binin Womoto, Apipo Moto Bobo Pampers. What's why a nest or copy punk of what? And tomorrow, Uncle Colebo, I saw another bofu. Oko 37, no bit down or do so good home, no general, no nursing in ya, no any time, or quadruple and no ye. Why? Because the money is big. But what categorizing or catcher Ghana for say, that's in here what will be my name, where Titini Bini, the pay so soon will be our office, at church, Mirror's office. But it will be animal. Metia won't be name permit you pampers and number. But you are giving people the privileges than the people who work more. It is a unemployment situation so better. Na backlog of nurses na go. Ye nya problem na school for ni wie bia ye benya adwuma ma wo mo a. Adentina wo mo kwa abrochira na me ha me ho. As a country. Na me say ma dwene de bia me ka. The reality on the ground is that the backlog is more. And every year we school. Unemployment rate ekoso. Usu ni sika ode be one for and better facilities. No be too kwai. No akoya adwuma country ni de bo wo ho obetima accommodate ni pa no o si dey are we not in this country and the keep afford the doctors ba ha afi bia da ya adwuma no o masako keep them doctors wo mo me ya adwuma nko da bia sign a contract memorandum of understanding with the countries. If you need our people, fine, we'll bring them. But Ghana ni bia ya de ne be ba no se utua ne kase ya the sikani you say ubetua tax of sin for say nipa ne ya adwuma ma economy akosoro tua sa tax no fa bra Ghana the salary de fana de ba no nembe ton account mu but apart from the salary ubetua tax bi atoso ubetua sika bi ato ne so se Ghana ni ese so be ya adwuma ma yen na ya ma ne kwan so be ya adwuma ma wo no fa sa sika ne to so na sika ne beto Ghana account mu and see say sa sika ne keke can't build many hospitals to be able to build to accommodate some Mariana Womu school, national, any man. You're just smart. We don't plan. Me, I'm saying, I had 2002. You're nursing for your school, I'm for Major, and I will be for Major. Yeah, buy a far away, and I have always still never move your school, still training college and go for your school. Teacher training college, people have area. We still have a deficit in terms of teaching. Bra, mami kasa monchirem. So many as you say near me here. We will continue to be where we are. That is why I keep on asking myself, say, one politician, a politician, no diplomatic passport, no the tutu kwanya, na eyemi ya. Do you know why? When they go there, what they see, they don't bring here. What they see, they don't bring here. But they go there to acquire wealth. Okowa sika kakra na all building wo ho no they pay japade wa bruchiri e jo ko pe fie bi ato wo ho because after politics here so dwane ko and now ko pe school bi ama ne ba because the system doesn't work here to person the ban system ni adwuma o person ni nkokora wa brem no ombre. All of us are trying as much as possible to give our children a certain career. So we are choosing for them. I am choosing this career for you, and I am working everything possible that you travel out of the country so that you don't become a burden on me. And the politicians are doing it. And you sit in this country and you fight for them because of t-shirt, because of a moon, one bag, 5 kilos. The disagreement over the years before independence, abaya cares, abaya no me die so, and we are still suffering. And no die so ne. And no die so ne. Look at what happened. Maybe I see what akosombo. So what then I was sorry as a Ghanaian. Now red TV near see so you da fa akosombo de hwan. Bra enya ofere. Deep down your heart. Enya fere enya nimguasie so we Ghana ni so do Ghana ye nimguasie because say 66 years down the line na yetumi akwa bibi say na 66 years down the line ye tumi hu se biota frache nyansa enye bibi fofora ebetumi accommodate sa nsuo no from time to time ya after 66 years ye tumi se mranka se sa area we upo wumpo efie twokoto hwehwe nkoto kokohwehwe obi antumi nsi dan wo sa place wo whether ye bie damo ye bie damo utumi nsi dan wo ho because ho ye baabia ye sese nsuo no to de adenya ye bieto so nobody can stay there. Achimota forest is there and now one me kind of key traton, so we can't reserve anything. Now problem they say Ghana is developing. Ghana developer say we are building houses. Ghana free, me say you developer, I say Ghana developer, we are building houses. Ya acquire land no, ya kata baby me say be kakra be twa poaton. Assassin sound. Oh, hey, say won to be ma wo man here bibi wo so forget it. Assassin no asaw, ye be twa poaton. Ye be twa po. Ni aton ya ka kire fish for na and mo amoton nam na ne boye den ne say ya wi nam biom ya de be dan atenam ye be twa apu e twa na portion say ya odea na kopem pampuru te say zurezu ya sit down so ne atim because all that we know is to build sifie na atenam na eyedi ntia eye person kunya na ho ya ana bedru ne eye attitude na me bedru ne tetefo no na wo te compound house bebri wo mu nyina akọ hwiti mienu ewo fie ho ye maamenom se biota frache wo mu diom hu ni twitwi adwaye atwitwi toilet so emieti mi nyina akọso mane ye yie ye salai so eye yie ana maya ne mema ba kwadwo nti adwaye twitwi a problem enti wote wona wo bone life gina no me yamu a anka me nyasika me de me yere ne me ma me ne me yere ne me ma me ne me yere ne me ma ene me yere ne me ma me yere ne me ma ni mabusua yere siefie ye be siefie ene obeko ne fie kakraka si ho bedroom se wom ye fope abronsan yo esoro ni ase o edan ya de ye tritum se ya secretary da a mattress wom am pesim no edan ye 4-bedroom house ay abronsan ayire eni kuru da bakum bako ya hohodan mienu ye emmadan etu wo fowa wachem tunda ha ahohodan ni yendam yeso hoho abafi ho ani ya ho ntajabam ani ya apateris apatoros apa ho ahwan ani asisa nkonya ne ade agum fefefe wura fi ho anipa 6 peneto compound ya to wo kakraka da ho 2 plot ni nyina bra 4-bedroom. Is that what our grandmothers and our grandparents were building when they were building compound house on one plot of land with about 21 rooms? If you be any too tamale, say sorry anopa na man for twitwi am say na man for prepare say because a single room no enipa sa single room no ye bie pono no ye bia ye 7 ye fi single room no ebi mu dia 12 ebi one single room amiaba ye twi center table and say yada but eno ne ye tena mu ko school ye bibia be sinne today just asini nyina de sisi dan ketwa ye hunu nyansa se ye be sisi cottages I bet you accommodating kofo nyansa ba ko ye hunu ye to make sure accommodation deficit and the form aye sagleme enesi wo no kufo de esi wo atano si dey so akufo do say me suma kopoku ase akokate so se mi ko sibi who is serious ati diri yam family into so mahaba na see ye akufo de na see ye kufo na see ye atanos na see ye which we cannot use it yet to mean you so they see no yet to mean you so as a country obi am see dia yet to mean you so na wa jegumurem ni enyen kotre ni awo ewum say a tourist attraction minim bekona enkote ne won aye wedding no ma wo no mo maku school ho. Waste of sense, waste of knowledge, waste of resources, and waste of money as a country. Why? Because in Chichemu from day one to become a republic, to become independent, there was a problem, and it has descended to the generation. It has descended to the generation. We have for the age 80 years. Yeah, independent 66 years ago. We 66 finish 80 no more akasan. The independent we didn't feel saying, and he has grown. And yini ebedini papa se ne papa be ceremonial president aba de aba bedini mistake ne papa ne na council no me ye no. This president is doing the same because we are not generational thinkers. We aren't generational thinkers. We are generational bombardment. Yes, say no. Me na na say no. Me na na legacy na me di so. Me say no bi. It is serious as a country. Seriously speaking. I am coming to deliberate on National Cathedral. Now there is a portion in the statement. I am sure you rise to Anabak. Any Duncan Williams free honor. And once I'm not Medina so and ne media kofa me timi ho ase abesi ne no. Because there is disagreement between them and the whole cathedral team. And no, mentime ho ase. And ye mentime ho ase. And it has been there. It is there now. Mentime ho ase. They don't agree to their terms and conditions. Why are we like this? As a country, Kobrane 13 is when we will fear back 52. And a year and a nipa saying, and a team sika saying, I'll do one. We don't think about a kwanya Ghana for break because nipa does a new be up so see the fear at the young faso there, or be up so see the fear on in the bush of phone at because a nan will got to be fear at a take light bill. Then the general catcher say, we have fear we are no light bill back now for light bill. No, I have public light bill, I have public, I have public. Titi for your man, many papa no light no bill ne bar, ya the money per back or chevia or the points for the check or the bill nankasa. And the ball wall upon tea wall, not the other bohum or beer or tea compound house will be a who bill ne ball. No one a car did that, no subject, no one will be beer near the point about them. Who used to fund 1 point, who used to like 1 point, who used to weigh 1 point, 1 point. Now turning in area by punter or the about the ball wall. Solitaire and posata solitaire papa bieno ye di contain banku ye di afa paper ho ye di aboda ho wo di boda ho obia nim ne de do bia tua efia wura di ka ho ana otua ana nyansafo aba a wo nyansa asifie se me na masi atakwa me da atakura da me na de ma me na me ba me na wuda me na light bill ba me fan chere mo wo fie ho and one say light bill ba wo dey 100 Ghana. Are you serious? Who you crassy? If you were crassy, well, civilized. If you were insult me, seriously speaking, why will you do that? Let everybody have a share. Me a favorite me tell me. Etidian, we a favorite Etidian. We a favorite to tell me. What the class actually? Light now we use to know. I order. So these are the problems. And now boss men obi episode see the fee. Obi episode see the fee. Any bra. Me have lived in confined house all my life with my parents. When things were hard for my parents, I was there. When it was soft, I was there. I have experienced taste and bitter. It made me rise up by be bien to me. Me. Be bien to me. Adiano. Say, yeah, me, yes, said, dear. I will tell you, sir, I will overcome it because Messiah be that. I have experienced every bit of life. Living in a compound house, living in houses that have no toilet, which is the most disgraceful thing I can Ghana say. Say me a president. Or be on the fear toilet in if you be a brogu. Public toilets are done for yenya you free kurume bedigwa. Na ye bedigwa na yenya baby NJ and 9 ko be feel and ye call public toilet. Na a whole community. Aban say a whole community makosi toilet ama a whole community so omo nkoso eja na ofiri ni fia na akwa eja. Aban baby. Government baby. Say oyina sorry tutu ntuma say ye kroma ye ne eja na bia. Eti besi eja na bia ma ye. I for to be serious. Na sorry afini fie. So ko jana na ti na na ni ntuma bia ma na wi a. Na chi yesi ni so. What? It's all taxing everybody to have something. Saudi Arabia won fear, which is a prerequisite. Says so we yeah. I will fear public one ya ahogwa abe ye, ahogwa aba kwantuo, ahogwa aba hwan. Eti de bia wo ye neat. The patrol uko West Hills Mall, uko Achimota Mall, uko Hwa Mall. You see how neat the place is. There are people standing there 24/7, making sure say mo ya ahogwa na mo ba ho nyem fie. So you come and you go. You come and you go. Eti uko sore ya adu akọ he say why you hofia. Unye hofia no eti constantly. Enipa e use sa washroom a day. Enye nipa ketwa. Ya jisika o. Ghana for mu temi. Ya jisika wo mo. Ba nipa dodo e wura mo. Eda wo mo nan. A unity a day. Say you catch the wa. You will be surprised. But there are people there mining there and the place is constantly neat. Come here, Jessica no so. Kogana ni na wa Jessica no so na ko busa se. Sika na wa je no any the neatness e den. We are just a country of people we don't know what we are doing. Okay. I have about 20 minutes. Let me go to the story. So we wake up and then Duncan Williams Montreal Krata said National Cathedral Omoja Ejuma no. Now Ejuma na Omoja no ana secretariat na wo mu ne omoya adwuma ne krata babonten ti yan dalu to ne ehwe. The attention of the secretariat of the National Cathedral President has been drawn to a letter addressed to the president cited in the media before board members received copies of the resignation of the two of the members of the board. Bishop Duncan Williams in the first place oba accuse omo say krata no echo president won obi anto omu yan said the social media that is Enram Bejina Kachem say one of the biggest challenges that is giving us problem as a country ade no it is a nipa no or wadwen sachire bi anase nkofo ne be kasa anya dwuma because say animguase fata kaniba nti ade na be da bonten de menya twe no ho no matwe me ho wo ya mehua enye yie but nke bia na nkonya dwen sachira ebeye one particular problem social media and it is also creating problem for this country. Okay, now two, the following first, following the presentation of their resolution to the January 23rd 2023 meeting of the board, which the board rejected but which still found its way to the media, it was the assembly to board name again chere ana sa again chere no board no sa rejected ye what would you reject sa again chere na sa kwato abonten enti bibusa se and the funny of being funny as school for one National Cathedral secretariat wo onyansani ba na team meeting ni mo amoya de ni wi ano da kwato abonten no bibusa mo nyansani ba de closed door meeting no ade closed door meeting no de kwato abonten mo kasa na mugo mo ngimu hundi in the first place. Board Bishop Duncan Williams and Reverend Su Anaba fully participated by Zoom in the emergency meeting the next day, 24 January 2023, to develop a press release on the issue. The press release included information on the audit, which was to be conducted by the international audit firm, Anna Obodin. Third, following this, the engagement letter for the deleted to officially begin the audit was drafted and signed by Deloitte on March 27, 2023 and set up on their system on May 17, 2023. The expectation was that the first part of the audit was to be completed in July. The audit process so far can be confirmed with auditors. Indeed, omu dasa kose ompeso omuye audit of the ekosu nyina. Ano omafa audit firm bi. Yera Duncan Williams news to abaka ho. Omu sana secretary no say omu ka ho. Ano omu kofa bae. Auditors ne eguso a wo mu ye adwuma a wo mu wie. The board was constantly updated on the process through the chairman and the steering committee, as well as the executive director reports to the meetings of the board. For instance, the executive director's report to June 5th, 2023 meeting included the following update on the audits. I say 111 into bracket 3 financial audit. The auditors are currently in the middle of the audit and are receiving the cooperation of the secretariat. Thereby, 5. Similarly, at the September 27, 2023 meeting, the executive director updated the board on the audit and included the following in his written report to the board. Delayed audit report. It is the audit board and delayed audit report. That's a report delay. The audit report by it is needed to begin the fundraising campaign. Following a number of delays due to documentation, it is now hoped that the audit will be completed soon to enable fundraising to restart in earnest. Nti kwa before so many be pesikani ade nyina no omo suspend here because omo ye audit bia audit na delay embada edien na ama na delay diem pa na ama na delay etwi modwuma san. 6. Although Archbishop Duncan Williams and Reverend Stunanaba were not present at both June 2023 and September 2013 meetings, they and all the other board members who were not physically present at the meeting were sent copies of all the documents for the board meeting, including the executive director's report. They claim that they have received no information whatsoever on the audit process is therefore false. A serious allegation. As of 4 years, over time, no. Now for Muntiabio, make us a man of my children. Secretary of the Patrick Ghana for said. Adie bia wo mo kan ni de wo mo ye bia no wo mo de copies ekoma Archbishop Duncan Williams and to Anaba respectively abra wo mo ban meeting it is wo mo be gina ka so wo mo information bia wo mo ya atrofo asofo no wo mo ya atrofo sa na wo pa kan yabra me say second force that means wo mo purchase wo mo information bia de na wo mo ya atrofo edida ho bone yami na me say na yesi national katida ko fa nim de fo ni ho ahwan na munnim mu ankasa munnim ho ntiase enne mu accuse mu ho double silencer na Ghana ni amete abonte de na meye. In the first place, I have told Akufo-Addo on countless occasions say obi a otunefo I advise him so see national cathedral the person a deceiving no ahano wadada no wa hano wa money problem wa money legacy bonny. I said it. When are they? I don't know me be a mouth. President Nanyama, Menenka was your time, Bush and Libyan Dibida. And then Yamiama Wedi, and also Obedenya Miasi. Mebois, to be Bibiashin and Munyam. Mr. President, for all due respect, Sankawan Kasau solicite funds. A Towawa Sassi, I will dinimu. Ana wa uchi asori ni wiase afana na nyimara se misini wo chebi misini wo tamale misini bolgatanga misini wo he mede hyanyame animonyam wo mimi dinimu mo tie me ye Ghana ni bia obetua bia no enye taxpayers money me pay tax sika me pay wa usika obecha me cement obecha me hwan fabra na diamini nyame kwa apama wa yenie na memfa nda nyame ase. And it shouldn't have been anything bigger than what we are expecting. Etinka wo ya de we nyina na wo sibia da wo ko commission ade no a wonim sasase wo na wo du sika toye asase sei ni mesin fo bibia no o commission wo betumi akofie kura abra ya wa wi presidents ana be complete kura enyo bi asem eye wa na wo ye wade gradually o wi a there go commission no o commission say ade wey a me commissioning me wia me de check Ghana for e de che nyame animu nyam so be ma me ye president na Ghana for yi me be ye president e wo mo so enti eso mfaso no me de check Ghana papa enti ka wo ka asasem we kire wa kadan wusiwie kasata no wi advancement kura nka ye hu o ka che zita for no ka che zita for mam cement Ibrahim ama otimi nka dabi Dongote otimi nka dabi Gasens otimi nka dabi Diamond Wanwan otimi nka dabi Iron Road companies I want Ghana hangida. You don't go and tell them say Ghana tax. Go and tell them say the president says say more and more see. Okay, Iron Road the door saying no one charm Iron Road companies. Why would the people advise you to say I am building it in the name of Ghana? It was a wrong perception, wrong idea. How papa. And Moses here, no customer for taxpayers' money. The one we have been now fed here. Mose, Adiana Yama Ghana Tisadia, Ghana Sika Kakrebi or Yamfanya. It was wrong, totally wrong. And Casacrans now, what did you move money? New one. The Sikasa Sebra was Sidani. Kakubuda could be a new. Kutu be brand new. As I say, Bugana ha upon a dawi. Could Chabina Sisi so. I hear history. Biati as Yasakufa was sorry down in Suso. Why? More advice president should bow down your heads in shame. So yes, for the atro. It needs to be stressed that the General 2023 resolution of occupation of Duncan Williams and Reverend Anaba was rejected by the board. I had a seven walk. It was someone who was rejected. You know, Jamaica no kofa weyaba on 2 grounds. And you might be a new woman they call it. Say board no and accept it, and a board no reject it. It yen just say I am not tea. And I'm a woman friend to one now say again. But I could say first, their call for complete cessation of all activity on the project until an audit was done was redundant as the meeting already had the audit on the agenda. I will go say, woman jacket who be a woman yet. Now, woman audit. No, see, there be audit report a year, dada. It is a cannot see yen jai and yen jai. That is one. Yatosu mienu. Second, and perhaps more critical. Thank you. Their resolution was rejected because of its leakage to the 2024 election. As Archbishop Duncan Williams explained it, the National Cathedral has become a trusted weapon in the hands of the opposition, which is the NDC, which they intend to use as part of their 2024 election strategy. It was when Yan Bibri said 2024 NDC for the better campaign explaining that he had seen part of the game plan. Also, what did the he argued that unless the board agrees to cease all work on the project until after 2024 election, the opposition will come after each of them, create division in the board, and then relentlessly in their opposition to the project. This was rejected because the undue politicization of the project, this complete cessation will entail. It was say on the say a time no swan. What the better campaign? No do na din be ba be fra. To din na be fra no. Ana wo mu bo mu din ho ban. Sana be hu me hu say omu protect wo mu image during 2024 election. Say be ka to my say. Ti say dey yen jai bibia. Yen ya audit. Yen fa sika na be to Ghana for anim say ne yakoduru. Enti obi aba na obebu say ne yakoduru. Ya to aba wi ani abeto aso. Ya to aba wi na ndisi wi ni a. Wo meto aso. Good evening to you. In an environment where there is high level of tension, it is appropriate to create elements that may bring down tension than you execute your assignment. My point is that authority in charge of Akosombo that VRA must be blamed, or we must draw the attention for damages being caused due to the spillage. Victims must be compensated and their health status must be monitored and be checked because Probabilities of recording waterborne diseases among them is high. Love, respect, Aaron, and how the way they buy. Then Accra, NPP and DC not have anything for us. They are making fun of us. And evening say, go. I'm Alfred from Kumasi. And they Alfred, what kind of no? I'm meeting no problem. Eti asema da prosuni. Eti adeporting ti a wo so mu nya adwuma ne biom no. Ghana for enie. Eti mo amu fa kwa adwindwini mu na mu busa mo ho se ebo aya no krese. Wo mu nya adwuma ni nyina ye. Na because of say opposition so men ka say ndisi nko a all opposition parties are wo mo Ghana. Ebe so asebunu mu atwe asem ne time. Abbo nko na ba wo yes ade nkofo before mo nyesa Ghana for mapon ya mi shira bye bye.